how to come to Canada as a worker, directly as a worker, not as a student. This person doesn't have a proper document. They just have a tourist visa. And they want to come to Canada and work, which is, it's illegal.
No, it's not illegal.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mersani channel, and my name is Ray Ahmad. I'm the owner of Mersani channel, and welcome back to my series. We're going to talk about immigration special with Q Immigration, one of the most popular immigration consultant in Toronto, Junaid Ali Khan. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. So, we need to make a little bit clarification over here. Last video, we displayed over here Danube Overseas, but right now we have to use Q Immigration. What about it?
Well, Q Immigration and Danube Overseas, they both are same thing. They both are same company.
Okay.
For Asia, we use Q Immigration. So
For
that's why
Asian market.
For Asian market, we use Q Immigration. So we would like to use Q Immigration for Indonesia as well.
So you guys not confused later on if you fill out the assessment form, oh, it's from Danube, but it's why it's Q, it's Danube. No, Danube and Q Immigration, they're the same owner, same guy, same chief over here. So yeah, after our last video, I heard a lot of Indonesian people filling out the free assessment form that you gave to the viewers. What do you think about it?
We received quite a few assessment forms and we have replied to those queries as fast as possible. A lot of those people were meeting some requirements for either a study visa or work permit or PR. Some were not meeting the requirements. So we were very blunt and straightforward, and we told everyone if they are meeting the requirements at all, or if not, we don't want them to go and waste their money to some other companies and pay,
Right.
So we were very blunt and straightforward, and we told them that they are meeting the requirements or they are not meeting the requirements. So a lot of people were basically asking for if they can migrate to Canada directly on PR. And some of them have actually become our clients as well, and we are helping them through the process. See, to apply for PR directly from Indonesia, you have to make sure that you have a master's degree and your English is very, very, very good. If your English is not very good, then the chances would be very, very less. And in that case, you may qualify to apply for PR, but there will be very high chances that you may not get PR eventually.
What is determining good in English?
So if you want to apply for PR, you have to take an exam called IELTS, IELTS, and you have to make sure that you are able to score 8 in listening, 7 in reading, 7 in writing, and 7 in speaking. This is called CLB 9. If you're able to score CLB 9, and if you have a master's degree, then your chances of getting PR to Canada are very high, right? If you are unable to score that much, then there are, of course, other options, such as provincial nominee program options, but you have to have a master's. If you don't have a master's, then trust me, you may be eligible to apply for certain programs, but eventually you will not get PR. So it is going to be the waste of money and waste of time for you.
That's about the one who's going to be a PNP,
who are eligible for PR.
Eligible for PR and PNP. What about this study permit?
Oh yeah, we received huge number of clients, huge queries for people who want to come to Canada as a student, and their educational background as well as their English is pretty decent.
Okay.
Because for education you just have to score 6 in each in IELTS, and most of the people who want to come to Canada from Indonesia are able to score 6 in each in IELTS. So if you have a bachelor's degree for that matter, and after that if you are able to score 6 in each in IELTS, then Canada is definitely a very good option for you to come and study over here. And if you come to Canada for studies, after that you will get work permit, and then eventually you may become PR. So study visa is, I would say, is the easiest way to become PR in Canada. We received so many queries from people from Indonesia. I came across a small problem that people in Indonesia are not aware of which province and which program would be suitable for them. A lot of time they came to us and said, hey, our education consultant have told us to apply for X program, whereas their profiles are not suitable for those programs. For example, if somebody has studied IT and if they've been working in IT, they cannot apply for admission in hotel management. If they will do that, first of all, it is very difficult to get the admission, and somehow if they can get the admission, their visas will be refused, because the visa officers, how they assess your application is they will assess your application for study visa against your experience and your past education. So if your experience and education is not in line with your future probable education, then they will refuse your visa application. And on top of that, the other problem which I have realized is that people do not understand that their final goal is PR,
Okay.
right? And they have to understand, they have to finalize the program as well as the province of education by keeping their final goal in their mind, that whether this program and this education or this province will be a route to PR or not. So sometimes if you have just a high school education from Indonesia and you are coming to Canada, and if you're coming to Toronto, Ontario for that matter, or maybe BC, Vancouver, BC, then there are very, very high chances that just by doing a diploma of 1 or 2 years, you may not get PR in BC or Toronto, Ontario, BC or Ontario. So in this situation, it is better to go to some other province. For those things, guys, you have to use the same process. Fill out the form. Let us tell you what is best for you. We will guide you from the start, from the moment you will take admission to you will get visa, and even further after that as well. Once you'll come to Canada, we will continue to guide you to finish your program and apply for the work permit, and what kind of job you should look for in order to apply for the PR, and which is the most suitable province for you.
Another problem from the Indonesian market, sometimes they already registered with the education consultant for study purpose, and they're stuck or they have a problem. I don't know, but from Q Immigration itself, can you help with the admission, or can you help with what is your range of?
If somebody has obtained admission through some other education consultant in Indonesia, and if they want to come to us just for the visa processing, then of course we'll be happy to help them with the visa processing alone. But I would recommend that if they will come to us for admission as well, then that will be better for us to work on their applications and for them to have better chances of finally immigrating to Canada and becoming permanent residents. Because if they will come if they'll come to us from very first day, so we will guide them accordingly. We will tell them that what programs are more suitable for them. We will tell them in which program there are high possibilities and chances of getting a high paid job. We will tell them which province is better for them, and eventually we'll tell them how they can obtain or achieve the final goal, that is PR. Because with just education consultancies, they will not tell you about all these things because they don't have the knowledge of all these things. I'm not saying that they are bad education consultants or bad. No, they are good. They are very professional, but they know about education consultancy only. They cannot guide you on settlement and PR, whereas we can guide you on settlement and PR as well. So we can guide you from very first step, that is to finalize the admission processing, to take the admission, and then apply for the visa, and eventually getting PR. So we can guide you from A to Z.
And here's the thing, guys. I just want to add something. So he provides a service. Q Immigration provides a service, and there is a fee, or how can I mention?
Of course we do charge for visa processing and everything, because that's what we do for a living.
Yeah, you have to realize first, guys. So you're not going to be surprised in the future then, it's why there's a fee over here and over there. So we have to make it clear first.
So see, for visa processing, for immigration, for PR, for work permit, all these processes, we do charge money. We have some fees. We will be able to tell those fees to individual clients when they will send us the forms, because every client has different circumstances and our fees can change based on those circumstances. But I think you wanted to ask us whether we charge for helping people to get admission. No, we don't charge for helping people to get admission. We charge for study visa only. So if you're coming to us, we will guide you from the very first step, from deciding which university program or the province is better for you, to getting admission, and after that study visa. And we will charge for the whole process. We will not charge for just the admission. So you don't have to take admission from some other company and then come to us for the visa processing, because in that case our charges will be more or less same. So for an example, if somebody has obtained an admission in any XYZ college or a university in Canada through some other education consultant in Indonesia, and after that they are coming to us for the visa processing only, we will charge the same amount of money from them as helping them with in getting the admission as well. So for admission processing, or for helping somebody in getting the admission separately, we don't charge money for that.
Okay, guys, probably that's the glimpse, a little bit of Q Immigration Service. But today we're not going to talk about Q Immigration. We're going to talk about something else. Without further ado, let's begin. And guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about how to come to Canada from your home country with a working visa, and how to get a working permit from your home country to Canada. But before that, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and give us a comment below. And don't forget to follow my Instagram and Q Immigration Instagram. A lot of my subscribers, a lot of the viewers of my channel, they ask how to come to Canada as a worker, directly as a worker, not as a student. Whether they don't have any education, they don't have any education background, but they're good in English, but they want to come just working.
See, Ravi, there are just so many ways to come to Canada as a worker. The first and the most important way to come to Canada as a worker is to find an employer, get a job, and ask the employer to help your job application with an LMIA. LMIA is Labor Market Impact Assessment. So an employer would have to get the LMIA approval from ESDC Service Canada in order to support a job offer letter to hire somebody who is not in Canada at the moment, or who is in Canada on a temporary visa. So for people who are sitting in Indonesia, if they want to come to Canada to work, they will have to get a job with an LMIA. If they will get a job offer with an LMIA, then they will be able to apply for either the work permit or maybe the PR straight away.
Okay.
That is the first way. The another option is, if their spouse is studying in Canada on study visa or whatever, right? Then that spouse can help their spouses back home in Indonesia to apply for the work permit. These kind of work permits are open work permit. They are also called dependent open work permit. On these work permits, individuals from Indonesia can come to Canada and work over here.
So by that means, say that, let's say if you're a couple, man and wife, one of you guys has to be the student first. The other one, the wife or the husband, will be having or will be getting the open work permit. Okay.
So the third option is that you can come to Canada on study visa. You can finish your program over here in any public school here in Canada. If you'll study for 1 year, then you'll get 1 year work permit. If you'll study for 2 years, you will get 3 years of work permit. And there is one more option, guys, that you can obtain work permit. If your spouse is working in Canada, could it be like postgraduate work permit or something, then you can also apply for the work permit that is called dependent open work permit. But your spouse has to be working in Canada in a NOC B category position for at least from 3 paychecks. It does not mean 3 months. It can be 3 weeks or 3 bi-weeks or 3 months.
For that case, which is like couple who's on a postgraduate work permit, it's my case. So my wife is currently on postgraduate work permit visa and I'm on open work permit. So that's the thing, guys. So back to the option one, that's the only way how to come to Canada as a worker. Any type of job it is.
Yes, it is for pretty much any type of job. But if you have a job offer in NOC B category. Okay, so let me explain what NOCs are. NOC is basically an occupation list in Canada. So what Canada has done is they have divided the jobs into separate or different occupations. So all these occupations have numbers, and these numbers are NOC 0, NOC A, NOC B, NOC C, and NOC D category. So if you have a job offer in NOC 0, A, or B category, it is easier to get the work permit approval. However, if you have a job offer from an employer in Canada in NOC C or D category, it is still possible to get the job of work permit approval for that as well.
There you go, guys. If you want to come to Canada as a worker directly, you need to find a sponsor. You need to find somebody or a company that willing to sponsor you to come to Canada, because that letter called LMIA, or Labor Market Impact Assessment, that's the main thing or the main paper that you need to show to immigration, and you will be granted the working permit.
Yeah, so technically what will happen is that once you have that LMIA approved with yourself, then you will have to apply for the work permit. It can be a paper-based application or an online. So you'll have to apply for the work permit, and based on that LMIA and the job offer, you will get the work permit. It depends on the duration of that job offer. You'll get your work permit will be of the same duration.
So comparing to another Indonesian, they're eligible to apply working holiday visa to Australia, which is they don't require to look for the employer first. They just apply, they granted for the visa, and then look for a job.
I see.
And it doesn't work like that in Canada.
Yeah, because for working holiday visas, many countries such as Australia, Canada, and all these countries, pretty much all the European and American countries, they have tie-ups with other countries. So Canada does not have a similar tie-up with Indonesia as Australia. So for Australia, an Indonesian can just go to Australia and work for up to 1 year, I guess, whereas this facility is not available in Canada.
Okay, so
many people from European countries can come, Australians can come and work in Canada for 1 year, but unfortunately, no for Indonesians.
Yeah. So it depends on the tie-up, guys. So, as he said, a lot of countries has a different agreement with each country. So let's say Canada probably doesn't have any agreement with Indonesia, right? Which different than Australia. Australia probably has a special different with Indonesian people. So that's why it's easier for you guys if you want to apply for working holiday visa to Australia instead of Canada. And the last question. If there's a one person they want to come to Canada illegally to work without a proper document, what's the effect? What is the effect?
How will they come? That is the most important question.
Let's say this person doesn't have a proper document. They just have a tourist visa. They want to come to Canada and work, which is it's illegal.
No, it's not illegal. Of course, it is illegal to work on tourist visas, but the good thing is that you can come to Canada as a visitor and you can look for an employer. However, I would not recommend, nobody's stopping you from finding a job or looking for a job. You can come to Canada, look for a job. If you'll find a job, then why not? You can request your employer to help you with an LMIA. If that employer will be able to help you with an LMIA, then you will get a legal work permit, which will allow you to work in Canada legally.
There you go. That's the way. If you want to come to Canada, you can follow his suggestion instead of working illegally in Canada, because the impact will be a lifetime impact.
I don't know. Is it even possible somebody can offer you a job without documents?
Okay, so then that's the right way to come to Canada, even using the tourist visa, guys. A lot of ways to come to Canada. So one way or another is through the Q Immigration. If you want them to assess your resume, if you want them to assess your chances to come to Canada, you can fill out the form down below, free assessment with Q Immigration. Do you want to say something?
Yes, as he has rightly said, that you can fill out the form. Once you fill out the form, then we will get the information from you guys, and then we will reply to each one of you. If there are possibilities that you can migrate to Canada directly as on PR, then we will help you. We will tell you about that. If there are possibilities that you will have to come to Canada as a student, we will tell you about that. And if there are some other options, then we'll tell you about those options as well. So all you have to do is just fill out the form, and then rest is up to us. We'll get back to you.
Don't forget to follow Q Immigration Instagram at Q_immigration. You can send a DM, or it's better for you to fill out the free assessment form. And the next video, we're gonna talk about whole thing immigration in Canada. So please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification button, and give a comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay extreme and stay positive. Bye.